Hello friends, so welcome to this lecture. In this particular lecture, we'll try to understand what is Cloud CSPM. So Cloud CSPM is nothing but Cloud Security Posture Management tool, which is taking place in the market, and number of organizations are planning to have it and number of already having. So CSPM is Cloud Security Posture Management. So first of all, we need to understand why CSPM is required. Then we'll try to understand what is the service given by the Azure, which is really has some features related to the CSPM. So CSPM, why it is required? Because see, we are able to see like cloud infrastructures are pretty big and contain thousands of resources within that, and there are number of regions accounts. For example, I have seen organizations they're having more than 2000 accounts. Now in such a scenario, it is very easy for a developer to create a wrong resource or maybe provision a resource with very few permissions, and can really possibility there is a possibility of that, okay, losing track that, okay, which all cloud assets are stored and what are the permissions. For example, we have seen in AWS, like number of customers they have provisioned the S3 bucket, and it was having a sensitive data, and it was publicly accessible. So it is one of the scenario. Maybe in instances having a public IP assigned, and you know there is no security group attached, and in that case, it could provide access and to other attacks, and number of other malicious activities can happen. Apart from that, we all know that, okay, cloud infrastructure is driven by the cloud applications or API, which really helps the developers to scale up and scale down the infrastructure using the code, and it is very easy in the sense to provision the infra. So in such a scenario, it is very easy to make infrastructure changes, and it could result into number of misconfigurations. So there are number of other factors, and all other factors are compounded when we say there is lack of visibility. For example, if there are 2000 accounts, different regions, and each account would be having hundred thousands of instances, so it is very difficult for the organizations, and many organizations really have no idea like what type and how many cloud resources are running, how they are configured, what are the permissions assigned to resources, and as a result, there is a serious misconfigurations often go undetected and could be there for number of days, weeks, or even longer. And taking appropriate really actions to secure those services and applications can be really challenging for any organization. And majority of the successful attacks on cloud services are due to the misconfigurations, and that is where the CSPM, Cloud Security Posture Management, can tell you that, okay, where your cloud security posture is, what are the different items which are misconfigured, and really so that you can mitigate the attacks. Now, Cloud CSPM is a relatively new class of tools designed to improve the cloud security management. So there are a number of tools like Dome 9, and Rapid7 has also come up with a tool called Divi Cloud. There is Cloud Conformity. There are a number of tools. So similarly, Microsoft Azure Security Center also helps to strengthen your cloud security posture. For example, it can give you like number of accounts which are having anonymous storage accounts having anonymous access, and if any of the virtual machine is having or missing security group attached, and basically it gives you the complete detail or automatically alerts, and if there is any kind of misconfiguration or vulnerability is found. And there are a number of benefits, and for the CSPM, it basically monitor your cloud environment and prioritize the security enhancements, and so that you can alert quickly on them, and can be useful for number of teams within the organization. First of all, maybe it would be best for your compliance team to give you the posture like wherever you stand in terms of any of the regulatory compliance in terms of SOC or any kind of PCI DSS, and its insights could be helpful to the threat intelligence team, to the compliance and the risk management team, so that they can really check that, okay, where their compliance stands and what are the different risks within the cloud, and definitely to the business leaders and the SMEs to really check that, okay, where the cloud security is and what are improvements are required, and then is for the security architecture and the operations team. So this is how we have studied that, okay, why we should use CSPM and what is cloud CSPM. So this is it, friends, in this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture. Meet you in the next lecture. Thank you.